Hello students and welcome to my YouTube channel Tiki Zone. In this video we will discuss 50 important short questions from the chapter Cell. Watch this video till end and I request you students to listen to the questions, pause the video, then try to answer yourself if you know, then watch the correct answer and let me know your marks in the comment box. This will be a great fun if you accept it. So let's start the video. See our first question. Let's move to our first question. Our first question is the term cell was coined by dash. So these are some short questions from the chapter Cell we are going to discuss. The first question in front of is the term cell was coined by dash. As we know, the term cell was coined by Robert Hooke. The correct answer is Robert Hooke. Hooke. See, Robert Hooke was the first person who coined the term cell. He was the first person also to observe the cells, that he observed the dead cork cells. Okay, so the correct answer of our first question is the Robert Hooke is the answer. Then let's move to the second question. Second question is dash was the first person to describe living cell. See, as we know, Robert Hooke was the first person to observe dead cells. So who was the first person to describe living cells? Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Okay, Anton van Leeuwenhoek was the first person. Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Mark the spelling Leeuwenhoek. This will be a tricky one. Leeuwenhoek. So Anton van Leeuwenhoek was the first person to describe living cell. Then move to our next question. This is your third question. Dash are exceptions from cell theory. Dash are exceptions of cell theory. So as we know, viruses, viroid and prions generally does not obey the cell theory, because cell theory says all living organisms are made up of cells and life does not exist in the unit smaller than cell. But viruses, viroids and prions does not obey the cell theory. They does not came under the cell theory. So right answer will be, see here, viruses, VIRUSES. Viruses is the correct answer. Excluding viruses, if you write viroids, prions, etc., then they will also give you the correct mark. Then move to next question. Question number 4. Dash and dash are examples of prokaryotic structures. See, in this question, 2 examples of prokaryotic ones is asking. So you know that prokaryotic examples, one is very simple, bacteria. Bacteria are prokaryotes. Excluding bacteria also you can write mycoplasma, blue-green algae, also archaebacteria. Anything if you write, then they are correct. So I am writing here archaebacteria. ARCAREHAE, archaebacteria, BACTERIA. So this is a little bit important one, because bacteria and archaebacteria are some examples of prokaryotic organisms. Excluding bacteria and archaebacteria, if you write blue-green algae, mycoplasma, etc., then they are also correct. Then question number 5. Dash is the physical basis of life. See, physical basis of life is all known as your protoplasm. Protoplasm is known as physical basis of life. We know that what is protoplasm. Cytoplasm and nucleoplasm together known as your protoplasm. That's why protoplasm is the physical basis of life is considered. Protoplasm is considered the physical basis of life. So moving to the next question. No living cell can survive for a longer period without dash. See, this one is just a tricky question one. Which absence of which cell organelle make the cell non-living? That means no living cell can survive for a long period without dash. If which cell organelle is absent in a cell, then that will become non-living. So the correct answer here is ribosome. Without ribosome, no living cell survive for a longer period, because ribosomes are, the main function of ribosome is synthesis of protein. That's why without ribosome a cell cannot survive for a long period. Then we move to our next question. Capability of a cell to form whole organism is called dash. So this is an important question. Capability of a cell, if from a single cell a total whole organism is formed, then that process is known as what? Then that process is known as totipotency. So this is also an interesting one. Next, move to our next question. Question number 8. Question number 8. Longest cell in human body is dash. In this question is asking which is the longest cell of human body. As we know, the nerve cell is the longest cell in human body. The correct answer is nerve, NERVE, nerve cell. Nerve cell consists of dendrite and axon. It is the longest cell in the human body. Then question number 9. Dash are popularly called the workbench of protein synthesis. So in this question it is asking who are popularly called the workbench of protein synthesis. Workbench means which cell organelle is primarily and actively and most important for the formation of a protein synthesis, that is translation process. So here the correct answer is ribosome. Ribosome is the correct answer, which is popularly called workbench of protein synthesis. Then move to the next question, question number 10. Protoplast lacks dash. As we know, what is the definition of protoplast? Excluding cell wall, everything present in the cell is known as protoplast. That's why protoplast lacks dash. Which is absent in protoplast? This is cell wall. So the correct answer of protoplast lacks dash will be your cell wall. Then moving to the next question. Next question in front of us is dash is the outermost layer of plant cell wall. See, in this question, outermost layer of plant cell wall is asked. Cell wall consists of 3 distinct layers generally. The outer layer is known as middle lamella, which separates 2 cells from each other. So the correct answer is middle lamella. Middle lamella is the outermost layer of the cell, inside which primary cell wall, secondary cell walls, etc. are present. Next, move to the next question. Question number 12. Dash are known as intercellular communicating channels. Intercellular communicating channel means which are the passage through which communication or transportation between 2 cells occurs. So the correct answer of question number 12, intercellular communicating channels are also known as plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata. So plasmodesmata is the correct answer. Next, question number 13. Question number 13 is plasma membrane is structurally dash in nature and functionally dash in nature. As we know, plasma membrane is made up of a lipid and a protein. Plasma membrane is structurally known as lipoproteinous in structure. Lipo, PROTEINOUS. If you write lipoproteinous in structure, then this is correct. And if you write lipoprotein, PROTEIN, sir. If you write TEIN, lipoprotein, then this will also correct. If you add OUS or remove OUS, both are correct. Lipoprotein in nature or lipoproteinous in nature. Then, and functionally dash in nature. As we know, plasma membrane is selectively permeable or semi-permeable in nature because it passes through its only some selective substances only pass through this plasma membrane. That's why plasma membrane is functionally semi-permeable or selectively permeable in nature. Permeable in nature. Then move to our next question, question number 14. The most abundant lipid in a cell membrane. Cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane, you know. The most abundant lipid in a cell membrane is known as dash. So there are various types of various types of lipids are present in the plasma membrane, but the percentage of which lipid is maximum? The percentage of the correct answer is phospholipid. PHO, phospholipid. The most abundant lipid in a cell membrane is phospholipid. Then move to the next question, question number 15. Transportation across a membrane that does not utilize energy is called dash. So in which type of transportation energy does not utilize, it is the question. So question number 15, as we know, energy does not utilize means it is passive transport, and when energy is required for transportation across membrane, that is known as active transport. See, active is the word for which energy is required. That's why active transportation requires energy and passive transport does not require energy. So this is the question. Next, move to next question, question number 16. Diffusion of water occurs by some water channels. Question about water channels. As you know, water channels, what is the name of the water channel? Diffusion of water occurs by some water channels in plants and animals called dash. So here the name of the water channel is asked. The name of water channel, as we know, is aquaporins. AQUA aqua PORINA. So these are some pores or some channels through which water molecule diffuses or moves from higher concentration to lower concentration within cells. So next question is question number 17. Question number 17 is dash protein facilitates diffusion by undergoing a structural change. So here question is asking which protein changes its structure during diffusion process. As we know, there are two proteins generally. One is known as carrier protein, another is known as channel protein. So channel protein does not changes its shape and carrier protein changes its shape. So here question is asking dash protein facilitate diffusion by undergoing structural change. The correct answer will be carrier protein, CARRIER. Carrier protein changes its shape during the transportation process. Next question, question number 18. Question number 18 is in dash transport substances are transported against the concentration gradient. See, against the concentration gradient, when transportation occurs against the concentration gradient, energy is required. When transportation occurs along the concentration gradient, then energy does not required. So as we discussed in the question number 15 also, energy required in which type of transportation? Active transportation. And against the concentration gradient means from lower concentration to higher concentration. So the correct answer is question number 18, active transport. In active transport, substances are transported against the concentration. That's why energy is required for this type of transportation. Then question number 19, carrier proteins mediating active transport are called dash. See, carrier proteins, which carrier proteins are helps in the active transportation? The question meaning is this: which carrier proteins are helps in active transportation? So which carrier proteins? Generally the carrier proteins which are helps in active transportation are called PUMPs, PUMPS. So there are some PUMPs like ATPase pump, etc., which helps in active transportation process. Then our next question, question number 20. See, the proteins which are transported one molecule at a time are known as dash. So which protein transport one molecule at a time? The answer is unipod. Those proteins which transport one molecule at a time are generally known as unipod. We discussed unipod, antipod, sympod, etc., copod. There are generally two types of proteins. One is unipod, another is copod. Copods are generally two types: antipod, sympod, etc. So the correct answer is the protein which transport one molecule at a time are known as unipod. Then question number 21. The proteins which are transports two molecules at a time. Here it is the question. The protein which transport one molecule at a time is known as unipod, and the protein which are transports two molecules at a time are known as the second protein I discussed in previous, that is called copod, COPORTS, copods. Then question number 22. Dash are also known as cellular. Dash is also known as cellular eating process. As you discussed, cellular eating. Cellular eating refers to which one? Phagocytosis, pinocytosis. There are two types of process. One is called phagocytosis, another is pinocytosis. Phago refers to eating and pino refers to drinking. That's why cellular eating means phagocytosis. In phagocytosis process, some solid molecules are transported. That's why it is known as cellular eating. In pinocytosis, liquid molecules are transported. That's why that is known as pinocytosis or cellular drinking. Next question number 23. When in a single cell many nuclei are formed due to free nuclear division is known as dash. That means the question asked here, if in a single cell many nuclei are present, single cell consists of more than one nuclei, then that type of cell is known as dash. Then that type of cell is known as cenocyte, CYTE. A single cell consists of more than one nuclei is known as sinusoid. If one nucleus present, two nucleus present, binucleate generally called, but more than two are known as sinusoitic cells or simply sinusoids. See here, in a single cell, in singular asking, that's why I am write sinusoid. If single cells, if question asked in plural form, then I will write sinusoids. So this is the singular and plural, don't worry. Then question number 24. Dash is a small amembranous organelle present within the nucleus. See, amembranous organelle asking. We know inside the cell amembranous organelle is ribosome. But here question present within the nucleus means inside the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, which is the amembranous without membrane, that is the small circular body present at the center, which is known as nucleolus. NuCleolus. Nucleolus is the correct answer. Next question number 25. Dash was the discoverer of a Golgi complex. So scientist who discovered Golgi complex is very simple, Camillo Golgi, but mark the spelling Camillo, Camillo Golgi, Golgi, Golgi complex or Golgi bodies. Next question number 26. In plants, Golgi bodies are also known as dash. In plants, Golgi body are known as dash. Very simple, dictyosome, DICTYO, dictyosomes, dictyosomes. Then question number 27. The outer layer of vacuole is called dash. Simple, vacuole is a cell organelle. The outer layer of vacuole is known as tonoplast, TONOPLAST, tonoplast. Next question 28. Dash is known as mother of all membranes. See, this is a tricky one. Mother of all membranes, that means a cell organelle, question here asking the cell organelle which helps in the formation of other cellular membranes. Which cell membrane forms other cell membranes? That is endoplasmic reticulum. The correct answer is endoplasmic reticulum, because all membranes, lipids and integral proteins are synthesized in this endoplasmic reticulum. That's why endoplasmic reticulum is known as mother of all membrane. Then 29 number question. Dash organelle called as digestive organelle of the cell. See, digestive organelle is asking of digestive organelle. In this is only present in your animal cell and it is known as generally lysosome. Lysosome is known as the digestive organelle of the cell. Then move to our next question, question number 30. See, question number 30. Dash cell organelles are known as pleomorphic organelle. Pleomorphic organelles means which cell organelle can change their shape frequently. So which cell organelle change their shape frequently are called pleomorphic organelle. Simple, mitochondria. See here, the cell organelles, question is asking in the plural form, that's why I am writing mitochondria. If question asked in the singular form, dash cell organelle is known as, then I will write mitochondrion, because mitochondrion is the singular of mitochondria. Then next question, move to the next question, question number 31. Inner membrane of mitochondria have some finger-like projections called dash. Finger-like projections of inner membrane, simple, very simple, known as cristae, CRISTAE. Cristae. Inner membrane have some finger-like projections. See your projections, plural, question asking in the plural. That's why I am writing cristae. If write projection, I will write in the singular form, that is crista. CRISTA, crista. Then question number 32. The fluid present inner to the inner membrane of mitochondria. Inner to the inner membrane of mitochondria. Inner to the inner membrane of mitochondria is called as the fluid present inside the inner membrane of mitochondria is generally known as matrix. MATRIX, matrix. Then next question, question number 33. The fluid phase of chloroplast is called as. See, fluid phase of chloroplast. Fluid phase refers to the ground substance of chloroplast, or simply the fluid present inner to the chloroplast. The fluid present inner to the chloroplast is generally known as stroma, STROMA. The fluid content or ground substance of chloroplast is called stroma, just like the ground substance or fluid present inside the mitochondria is known as matrix. Next number, question number 34. Dash are also known as colorless plastid. See, there are various types of plastid: chromoplast, chloroplast, leucoplast, amyloplast. So which plastid is a colorless one? Very simple, question number 34, leucoplast. LEUCOPLAST. If you write proplastids, leucoplast, or if you write proplastids, PLAST, then this will be also correct. Proplastid is also a colorless plastid, but if you write leucoplast, then this will also right. So see, there are two plastids which are colorless, generally leucoplast and proplastids. So which one you write this, then this will be correct. Question number 35. Within a chloroplast, the dash membrane convert light energy into chemical energy. See, it is important one. Chloroplast is trilamellar structure, outer membrane, inner membrane, then inside the chloroplast some coin-like structures are present which are called thylakoid or grana. There in the thylakoid membrane, light energy converted into chemical energy. So in chloroplast dash membrane, thylakoid membrane, THYLAKOID, thylakoid membrane or granal membrane if you write, then that will be also correct one. Then question number 36. The cytoskeleton of animal cells comprises of dash, dash and dash. Cytoskeleton. Question is about cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton of animal consists of dash, dash, dash. We discussed this is called actin filaments or microfilaments. In shortcut it is MFS. Then intermediate filaments or IFS. Then another is microtubules, MICRO, microtubules, microtubules. See, MFS stands for actin filaments. So try to write in complete sentence, complete word, actin filaments. Okay, actin filaments. IFS stands for intermediate filaments, then microtubules. Question number 37. Centrioles takes part in dash formation. The function of centriole is asking. Centriole takes part in formation of a dash. Centrioles are participating in formation of spindle, SPINDLE. You might have listened the term spindle, spindle fiber, etc. So that spindle or thread like structures formed by the centrioles. Then question number 38. Tubulin occurs in dash. Question number 38. Tubulin. See, tubulin is a type of protein also. So tubulin is present in the flagella. Okay, flagella is a locomotive cell organelle, flagella, cilia, etc. But tubulin is only found in flagella. Say tubulin protein is also occurs in microtubules etc. also. But if question is asking only tubulin without protein, then right, flagella is the correct answer. Tubulin present in flagella, not in cilia. Then question number 39. Controlling center for a cell. Controlling center, that means which control all the functions of the cell, all the function of an organism. It is very simple. All function controlled by DNA. DNA is present in which cell organelle? Nucleus. That's why controlling center of a cell is called nucleus. NUCLEUS. Nucleus is the controlling center. Then next question, question number 40. Question number 40. Nucleolus takes part in synthesis of dash. Nucleolus present inside the nucleus and it is takes part in the formation of rRNA. Synthesis or formation of rRNA is the right correct answer. Question number 41. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, synthesis dash and dash. Function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum is asking. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum function synthesis or forms dash and dash. Two liquids are formed by smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Question correct answer is steroids and lipids. STEROIDS, steroids and lipids. Steroids and lipids are generally synthesized or formed by smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then question number 42. Golgi bodies are derived from dash. Golgi bodies are made up of from which cell organelle? Generally endoplasmic reticulum. As we discussed earlier, endoplasmic reticulum is known as mother of all membrane. That's why Golgi bodies are some membrane like structures. They are derived from endoplasmic reticulum. Then question number 43. Peroxisomes are named so because they generates dash and destroys dash chemicals. See, peroxisome, micro bodies are present inside the cell organelle. Peroxisomes are the cell organelle which destroy dash and generates dash. Which chemical? Remember that is H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, PERO, perox, OXID, hydrogen peroxide, or it is also known as H2O2. So write in complete word, peroxide, hydrogen peroxide. Question number 44 then. During germination, dash converts water insoluble lipids into soluble carbohydrates. During germination, which convert insoluble lipids to soluble carbohydrates. This is also a question about your microtubules. So this is the correct answer is glyoxysome, OXYSOMES, glyoxysm. Glyoxysomes convert insoluble lipid into soluble carbohydrate during the germination process. Then question number 45. Question number 45. Dash is an example of amembranous cell organelle. Discussed earlier, amembranous cell organelle is ribosome. Ribosome is a cell organelle which is not bounded by any membrane. That's why ribosome is called amembranous cell organelle. Then trilamellar or triple membrane structure, chloroplast, double membrane structure, mitochondria, etc. So which cell organelle does not have any membrane or a amembranous organelle? Ribosome. Next, dash is an example of dynamic cell organelle found only in plants. See, dynamics means one form of plastid can change into another form. When one form change into another form, then that is known as a dynamic. So which is a dynamic cell means which can change from one form to another, that is the plastid. PLASTID. Plastid are the cell organelles which can change from one plastid to another plastid, like chloroplast to chromoplast, chromoplast to leucoplast, leucoplast to ameloplast, etc. They can interchangeable. Next 47 question number. Dark reaction occurs in dash of chloroplast. See, light reaction occurs in the thylakoid membrane. Dark reaction occurs in the dash of chloroplast. Answer is stroma, STROMA. Fluid part of the chloroplast, that is stroma. Dark reaction of photosynthesis occurs in stroma. Then 48. The name mitochondria given by dash in 1897. It is also important name of scientist. So which scientist named mitochondria? Benda. BENDA. Benda named or coined the term mitochondria. Then number 49. Cellular components other than cell wall called dash. Discussed earlier. The cellular components other than cell wall is known as protoplast. 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 Next, our last question. Extra chromosomal DNA present in bacteria is called dash. As we know, extra chromosomal DNA which is present in bacteria is called plasmid, not plastid. It is plasmid. PLASMID. Plasmid is the extra chromosomal DNA present in the bacteria. The chromosomal DNA in bacteria present in area which is called nucleoid. That is also an important term, nucleoid. In prokaryotic one, the chromosomes found in a region that is called a nucleoid, and extra chromosomal DNA, the DNA which is extra present other than the chromosomal DNA, that is known as plasmid. We discussed there are various types of plasmid, 4 types of plasmid generally: F plasmid, R plasmid, COL plasmid, etc. So this plasmid is the extra chromosomal DNA present in the bacteria. So these are some important questions, short questions we discussed from the topic cell. I hope this will be very important. This will be very helpful for you for your examination, for your 11th examination, for your undergraduate examination, for your competitive examination, etc. Always these short questions are very important for any level, in any level. If you are in class 8, 9 also, in your 11, 12 also, in any competitive, if you are going to any competitive examination also, so these short questions are always very important. So we discussed about these questions. I hope you like this video, you will get benefits from this video. So subscribe this channel and share this video with your needy friends. So with this we are completing this video. Thank you everyone, thanks for watching. See you in next video with some other topics. Goodbye.